Hi everybody, it's Scott Daigre, Tomato Mania. It's Sunday, we've had a big weekend already, and we're glad you're here, or we look forward to seeing you. A lot of times as we go through the weekend, we talk about tomato strategy. Did you know you need to have one? Well, you can, just like anything in life. It helps to have a strategy about tomatoes because, well, you get what you plan for, right? That's important. Many of you, and many of us, enjoy growing what are called early tomatoes. These are short season tomatoes. That's another way to put it, or another way to refer to them. Basically, it means a tomato that's going to produce quickly. It's going to be the first one in your garden giving you tomatoes. Now, who doesn't want that, right? That's a good strategy. It's great. It's a great idea to grow early tomatoes no matter where you are. And what that means is, or what the structure means, is that the tomato, this kind of a tomato, is one that will flower and fruit in cooler temperatures. Makes sense, right? Many of the larger tomatoes, many of the heirlooms won't fruit early or won't flower early. They'll wait till the heat drives them. Many of the early or short season tomatoes will start flowering. In fact, as you're going through Tomato Mania, you might even see a flower on these tiny plants here. You can always bet that that's going to be an early tomato. I pulled a couple signs because this is how we get our information out at Tomato Mania. And these are two classic short season tomatoes. One is called Jean Flamme, it's a French heirloom. The other is Juliet. It's a modern hybrid. Different tomatoes, yes, in terms of their look, but here's a clue about short season tomatoes. They'll generally be on the smaller side. You know, salad size, or a large cherry, for instance. Not all cherries are early, you gotta know what you're looking for. But bottom line, early tomatoes generally will be smaller, and that's just fine. You normally have to wait till the end of the season for this guy. But the real key as you search Tomato Mania for the perfect tomato for you is the days to maturity. The days to maturity is the approximate number of days from the time you plant that seedling in your garden or your container or your whatever until you have fruit. Now granted, that's an approximate number of days. We don't have perfect weather everywhere, and it varies, right? And that's going to be just fine. But if you will watch that number as you look at all the signage in our event, that'll guide you to the early or the short season tomatoes. Under 72 days, that's your ballpark. That's where you are. If it says 72 to 85, that's a mid-season tomato. If it says later than 85 and into the 90s or even the hundreds, you're picking in August, okay? So if your strategy is to have the first tomato in the neighborhood, and that's mine, it's one of my strategies anyway, look for short season or early tomatoes, you know, while you're here. These are designed to work for you quickly and get you tomatoes at the very first part of the season. Have fun out there.